The $1 million luxury car shootout is one of several events taking place during the 2016 St. Louis golf season. It'll benefit Loyola Academy of St. Louis. And joining us with the details is Gene Todd, who is the Executive Vice President of First Bank Wealth Management Group. Welcome, Gene.
Thank you. Hi, Sarah.
Hi. So we're going to let's talk about you for a minute. We're going to come back to that golf tournament. So you are just a 2-year resident here in St. Louis. You're already jumping in and getting involved in the community, which is awesome. But you brought here by First Bank.
Yep. Moved here from Cleveland a little over 2 years ago, and I worked for a bank in Cleveland called Key Bank, and my boss came to St. Louis to be the CEO of First Bank.
Okay.
Fantastic leader, one of the best bosses I've ever had. And so shortly thereafter, I had a great opportunity to follow him here and run the wealth business for First Bank. It was an opportunity I couldn't pass up.
So you've had a long career, pretty long career, a couple decades in the finance world, in wealth management and stock market and all that kind of stuff. You worked on Wall Street. You had like a dream career.
I love the finance business. It was in college. I took my first finance course, and the proverbial light switch went on, and it was something that I knew I wanted to do. And so I started out working as a commercial banker, then went on to be an investment banker for a firm by the name of Morgan Stanley in New York. So I had an opportunity to work on Wall Street. It was fantastic. And then I had an opportunity to move back to Ohio, to go to Cleveland and work for National City and run a business, run a capital markets business, and just loved that. The CEO of the bank one day came down to me, and I had had a fantastic year. It was the best year ever. And so I was expecting him to say all sorts of wonderful things about me, but he told me that I needed to broaden my financial skill set. I needed to see other areas in a bank. And so shortly thereafter, I decided that I wanted to go work in wealth management. Okay. And that's where I've been for the last 5 years.
Do you like it?
I love it. I get to work with interesting people, smart people. And what I really love about it is you have an opportunity to really help people, help them accomplish their goals and their dreams. And that's great.
So coming here to St. Louis, you're kind of starting over, right? You're to develop a client base here, and you're reaching out into the community and getting involved, and that's, I'm sure, helping you out. So when you talk about wealth management, tell us a little bit about what that means and the type of clients you're working with.
Sure. So I run our wealth management business, but I also run our brokerage business. And so wealth management, the line of demarcation, as we like to say, is for clients who have $1 million or greater in investable assets. And so that's the sort of clients that we primarily deal with in wealth management. But we want to offer financial advice for everyone. So everyone below the $1 million gets great service from our brokerage advisors, which I also manage.
Okay. Okay. So you've got a big job. You do.
It's a handful of times, but it's fun.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's fun. Yeah. So all right. So then you are you've got a great educational background. You have an MBA from University of Michigan, Ohio State. We talked a little bit about that. You've got all that, the rivalry going there. Worked on Wall Street. Worked in Ohio, St. Louis. You're going out and you're working with Loyola Academy students, which is a really cool middle school here in St. Louis, and you're going into the classroom and talking to these young boys.
It is a great middle school, Jesuit middle school, started in 1999, and it's interesting. It's 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, 20 students per class, so it's small. It's 60 kids. And these are kids that are so smart, and they have this rigorous academic program, but they come from economically challenged environments. And so they go to school, their day starts at 7:30 in the morning and doesn't end until 5:45. So these kids young men are working 10-hour days in school, and they go to school for 11 months of the year. They only get July off. So it's just amazing.
Very
and so
rigorous.
in addition to having a rigorous academic curriculum, these kids also spend time learning Mandarin. They are learning robotics.
Wow.
They take art classes and all sorts of language art classes. So it's just been a fantastic experience.
That's great. All right, we're going to take a quick break, Gene, and we're going to come back and talk more about Loyola Academy and what you're doing and what you're teaching these kids and how that ties back to First Bank and all kinds of good stuff. So stay with us at STL Live. We'll hear more about Loyola Academy and coming up the $1 million luxury car shootout to benefit them after this break. Stay with us.